Okay, check this out. I had to speak on this, y'all, about Kendrick Lamar. They said he was gonna retire his album. I had to do me some research. I'm looking at it, and they was like, he gonna retire his album, and he's gonna get ready to bring a fourth album. I mean, not a fourth album. This will be his third album. He'll be getting ready to drop. So I'm like, okay, why is he retiring his album for? But when I first heard his album, Pimp a Butterfly, I was like, I was listening to it, but the whole time I was going like this. Listening to actually what he was saying. And I was disappointed when I heard his album because I was like, this is not the material that you put as an album and sell. Check this out. So then I'm reading up on it. He said he gonna retire the album because that he actually did the album for basically saying closed-minded people, like giving them information, this and that. That's for like people that's in the struggle and stuff, like Pimp a Butterfly, that he trying to get them to think brighter, this and that. It wasn't for actually to make sales and stuff. And that's what I was like when Kendrick Lamar first dropped this album, I was like, what is he doing? The first thing I said that came out my mouth, I said he should have dropped this as a mixtape. Because he took a while to drop the album. I think he took like what? Was it 2 years or something to drop the sophomore album? So I'm looking like, hold up. How can you, like when he dropped the album, I'm like, this is a mixtape. He should have dropped this Pimp a Butterfly for a mixtape and then dropped another album like he did his first album, The Good Mad City, whatever you call that album. But I mean, come on, Kendrick Lamar, dog. I feel like you can't take a chance like that. I feel like in the industry, you gotta know what sells, what don't sell. We already know. I understand you was spitting and you was talking about Kunta and all this, shit that can get a little depressing sometimes. But this is when you go to a show to perform this shit, people ain't gonna be going like this because the beat and nothing. They kind of like this listening. And if they can repeat what you saying, because you was tongue twisting like a mug. And they was talking about reason why they retired it because it's not really doing nothing at the venues when they having their shows and shit. It ain't really doing nothing. Like, come on, Kendrick Lamar. Like, this is business. Like, let's be smart. You gotta drop that as a mixtape. Pimp by a Butterfly should have been dropped for a mixtape, dog, and you would have killed the game by putting that as your mixtape and then coming back out with your flashy shit to get them checks. You still went hard. Don't get it twisted. You still did your numbers, but what I'm saying is you should have had dropped that shit as a mixtape, man. That shit would have been cold if you would have hit it as a mixtape, because people would have been like, damn, this is an album. It should have been an album, but you should have just left it at that and say, nigga, my mixtape, I ate on my mixtape. And then you should have came out with your party music and still, like how you did your first album. Come on, baby. Come on, Kendrick Lamar, dog. You disappearing yourself like a mug. Like, you got the lyrics, you got the talent, man. Come on back with your wordplay, tongue twisting, so you can get your music back in these clubs and have people listening to your mixtape, the Pimp by a Butterfly, all that shit. But it don't even sound right talking about I'm retiring the album. Like, no, you don't even say that. You should have just moved on to your third album and just left that. Like, okay, that's my second album and moved on. But don't say you retiring your album. That make you look like somebody paying you to shut your damn mouth or because that's the first thing I thought. I'm like, hold on, why would you retire an education? Like, that album was like educating a lot of people. So don't say you retiring a fucking album. That don't even sound right. It sound like you selling out or something. Because it really sound like you selling out and now you finna do another album which you finna be partying music, your party music. And then first thing people gonna be like, how the hell you gonna retire that album? It's gonna make you look like a damn sellout, dog. So that was stupid for you to run around talking about you retiring your album. You should have just said, hey, I'm moving to the next album and I'm not doing this album no more, this and that, boom, boom, and moved it on. But all right, wish you the best, Kendrick Lamar. Keep doing what you do. Boom. It's your boy, A.T. Lee, Newton is Smart Vision.